Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, but first let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Drew Pollard's company, Gulf Coast Air Conditioning up in Southport, taking care of our everyday needs. Temperature of the day, 86 and a low of high and a low 74, pretty close to yesterday. Don't forget the full moon is tonight. The river readings, I don't have the river readings, but I checked on everything. They're still flowing down river, so check that out. Make sure if you see something different, let me know. But we'll get the river readings for you tomorrow. Let's take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at a really strong tide today. We have a high tide at 9:28. I say 9:30 this morning, high tide. And then it's going out all afternoon to about 9:05. I mean, really strong tides, so be aware of that. Okay, now we're getting ready to set up this video. Yesterday, that video was on the New River Gorge, and today's video is on the summit. So I just had them switched up, and that was just sort of a natural thing yesterday, as is today is going to be the same way. One of the things, we're talking about bucket lists, and on this trip, I was able to take care of one of my bucket lists. I'm not going to talk about it now, but later on this week, I'm going to share a bucket list with you that I was able to do. It was a very moving experience for me. Now, talking about bucket list, I talked to one of our guests the other day. Ariel Payne, I had on a good while back, one of my former students. Ariel is just a good outdoor girl, majored in marine biology in college, and she told me she's getting ready to take one of her bucket list trips. And she's still young, but she's going the first week of August to swim with the whale sharks. How about that? And it's going to be, and so she's going to come here the second week in August and tell us all about it. But I just love it when young people can check off their bucket list at that age and do things like that. So I would encourage you, if you get a chance to do some of the things that you keep putting off like I do, go ahead and take care of it. So anyway, on the video coming up now, like I said yesterday, this is on the summit area, which is at 10,000 acres. I mean, they got a landing pad for president. They do Boy Scout National Jamborees here. It's really something special. So I know you're going to enjoy it. So we're going to take a break and start this video. So we'll be right back. All right, folks. This morning we're up here at they call it the summit. Never been here before. Obviously, it's a shooting. We're going to do some shooting today. Here's a pavilion for some of our sponsors, and all are going to be here. Check this guy out. This is look here, Sasquatch. And this guy is Jack Link. This is Link Sausage, famous for it. Jack Link, a former Boy Scout. And he's with Sasquatch. I don't know the story, but I'll find out. We're going to move around and see some people. First thing I see here is this dog. Check this out.
Throughout most places on this property, there are 13 cell phone towers and Wi-Fi repeaters everywhere. So when we have West Virginia, so we can head right out. It's more architectural than
okay, it seems like a good idea.
So I'm going to do my best, but I can take pictures of the talking at the same time. So what you see in front of you is about 1,200-ish developed acres of. We have A through F. Each one of those numbered or lettered towers are designed to camp 6,000 to 8,000 Boy Scouts in a jamboree setting. The good thing, or the interesting thing that we use Alpha Bravo for, that's what we call those two areas, is a GNCC race. So GNCC is a West Virginia company. They do pro motocross, they do four-wheelers,
e-mountain bike races, and if the cutest thing I've ever seen is little kids on electric motorcycles. And they do it from age probably 4 to 80. Our other fall big event is Spartan Race. So Spartan uses C, which is right out in front of us here. So there's about 7,000 people who participate in that race over the weekend in late August.
This place is called the Summit now. They do some of the national jamborees here for Boy Scouts and do all kind of neat stuff. You're going to see an amazing facility. It is amazing.
Are you going to climb the rocks for us?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let's pause here for 1 second, and I'll tell you a little bit about this. We have two main rock climbing stations. This one's called the Rocks. The other.
He's like a prairie dog, isn't he?
What kind of wildlife do we have? I didn't hear. Oh, there's climbers. Above this, we have some bouldering stations, and then further above that, we have some rappelling stations and something we call the Leap of Faith. This is glamping. That's a queen bed. You can see we have a Keurig over there.
Yeah.
Electric. There are bunk beds.
I bet she's bossing you around for a change.
Where's the hot
break?
It's,
You go work her.
This section here, the Summit, is actually a family campground. You can rent these, they open the public now. But this is glamping. It's not camping. But there are a bunch of them out here. This is cool. Check it out.
oh, okay, I can go next.
Wow.
I'll give you $15,000 to let you meet hunt here tomorrow. God, look at him.
All right,
Call them up.
so we have the Department of Natural Resources is here. I'll get an exemption. You have your checkbook?
This guy thinks he's a trophy dog. I thought you could call them up, not to scare them away.
Chicken wing out here, we want to straighten it straight back behind the arrow, and it just explodes straight at the ball. So let's try it again. Oh, yeah, you can do this.
You're 3 out of 4 right now.
Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. I have to look at this. See, don't switch sides on. No, I shouldn't. All right. Put your hand up there. Straighten line behind it. Woo! Good teaching. Good job, Dad. Good job.
All right, here we are with Gary Christensen with Pro Tracker Archery, and y'all know how much we love archery, so tell us what all is going on.
Well, let me tell you, thank you very much. What we have is a weighted sleeve to help increase momentum when you shoot and hit an animal. Instead of having to glue weights in the center of your arrow and then that arrow is permanently to that weight, all we have to do is put this on, put any broadhead of your choice, locks it in place, it's not loose, now you're ready to go. You've got the weight, the momentum will carry this arrow through. It beefs up the front 4 inches of the arrow, so that if you do hit bone, it doesn't break it. It lets you keep driving forward. We have them in various weights, 62 grains, 100 grains, all the way up to 300. And you can try them out and find out if your bowl performs better with a 100 or maybe it performs better with a 150.
Awesome.
And the thing is, it's so easy to change.
Yeah.
It's just it's actually a game changer because it
great idea. Yeah.
Simplifies.
Great idea.
So once you've tuned your bow, you can shoot with the weight at 20 yards. This is a bigger diameter than the shaft.
Right.
So at 20 yards, once the bow's tuned, this is going to hit with the same sight setting as the arrow without it.
Yeah,
That's exactly right. Because what it does, it doesn't drift right or left because of the added weight you think it would come down. But where, like she's saying, these are bigger in diameter, it actually lifts it up on your rest to compensate for that weight. So now we're shooting the same hole that you sighted that regular arrow without any of the bad boy problems.
That's cool. Good stuff. Now over here is Joella Bates, and she's talking about being good. She's really good. Where are you headed?
I'm headed to Italy to compete in the World 3D Championships in September as part of Team USA. And there I'll be shooting longbow and wood arrows.
That's pretty strong now. You're looking at somebody going to the World Championship. So she knows a little bit about what she's talking about. So go ahead.
And I've taken a lot of animals with the bow too. 82 different species.
82?
82.
Whoa.
Including dangerous game. So I was intrigued with his products, and I met him right after I'd taken the big fight with the bow. And we still have intentions of me shooting something really big and use the ProTracker products. There's also a ProTracker recovery system, which is a game changer. You know, if you're out there hunting and it starts raining and you have an opportunity to shoot an animal, and if you get enough rain, you're not going to have a blood trail.
Yeah,
so how are you going to find the animal? Well, if you've got a ProTracker recovery system, then you can.
So what does that do?
Well, what this does is it's a transmitter that has a 2-mile range.
Get out of here.
That once upon impacting the animal, what it does is the arrow or the hook will impact and lock into the outside. It comes up, lets the arrow continue through. So this is buried completely on the outside of the animal. Then in 3 seconds it turns on, sends a signal to the receiver. The receiver says, this transmitter is live and active. Let's go find it.
Oh my goodness.
So if you know how time flies when you're sitting there waiting to go recover your animal, and you think, well, it's been 45 minutes, I can get up, and when you look at the timer, it's been 15 minutes. You know, you're anxious.
Right.
Well, this will tell you exactly what, and then it uses the transmitter to locate the animal. And if you can tell whether the animal's moving or it's down.
We're about ready to meet the first meeting next week. Thank you very much. And thank you, Pamela, for lunch. Thank you, Lisa, for providing all this. It's so good to see everyone. And let's bow our head, please. Our Heavenly Father, we just thank you for our many blessings. We thank you for this beautiful nature that you've given us. We thank you for these men and women here who have this passion for the outdoors and want to take care of it and share it with other people. We ask you to help our young people become stewards of our property and our outdoors. May I ask you that this gathering give us safe ride back home tomorrow. May I ask you to bless this food and nourish our body and us for your service. Amen.
Amen. Okay, here we're at lunch up here at the summit. I've been wanting to get together with some of our young people, and one of the first ones that impressed me, Amy Cawley.
Hello.
Hello, from Webster, New York. And she was on the panel the other day and just gave a great presentation on the outdoors and all. So I want you to share with our viewers, first of all, where's Webster, New York?
So Webster, New York is in the western part of New York State. We're right up on Lake Ontario, so it's a very beautiful, beautiful place to live.
And how did you get sort of hooked on outdoors?
My older brother and my dad were heavily involved in shooting sports, and so that's really where my passions lie. And so my older brother got involved in the competitive side of the game, and I was a soccer player for a long time, got injured in high school, and turned to shooting. So that's kind of the start of my journey.
So you're like a shooter. You love clay shooting?
I am. I'm a clay target shooter. I compete in trap, skeet, and sporting clays, all their sub-events.
And where do you go to school now?
I currently just finished my freshman year at Midland University, which is in Fremont, Nebraska.
How'd you end up from New York to Nebraska?
Midland University offers a college scholarship program for shooting sports. So I got brought in, got a pretty nice chunk of change towards my tuition to do what I love.
Wow, that's awesome. That is so good. What's your future plans, like outdoors and all? What do you want to do?
So currently I am studying digital marketing and communication studies. So ideally I would love to continue in the shooting sports and outdoor industry. I have a page called Her Shooting Journey, which is across Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I hope to continue up with that. I am a certified coach, so I'd love to have a team of my own one day and just continue to promote this sport that changed my life.
That's awesome. And the last question, how have you enjoyed the couple of days here at the CEOPA conference?
Oh my gosh, it's been so wonderful. I met some of the best people and made so many great connections. Plus, being in beautiful West Virginia has been wonderful. So.
Well, thank you. We want to wish you the best of luck and all, and continue outdoor activities. We're bringing young people in the CEOPA now. There's young people like this who still have the passion for the outdoors, and their marketing all is going to be a little bit different. We're going to all blend together.
Yep.
Because we all love the outdoors.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now this interview is special to me. This is Emily, and Emily started with CEOPA. They just told me, Gail said it was 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that.
I know.
Where's time gone?
I don't know. I ask myself every day.
And you were a student, I mean, you were young, and you were at CEOPA, and we just, in fact, over the years, Gail and I, we have adopted her. She's part of our family now, because we just love seeing her, love spending time with her. We have our meals together and just spend so much time.
Absolutely.
Your background for Virginia Tech. Tell us a little bit about yourself again. It's been 7 years, right?
Sure. So I'm a native of Virginia. I've been in Virginia my whole life. And I went to Virginia Tech for college and pursued a degree in journalism and political science, a minor in political science. But I tried to shape my career around the outdoors and specifically writing, specific to Virginia as well. But since then, I've just had a lot of opportunity to get outside with a lot of amazing different people. And so turkey hunting is probably my favorite thing to do. Thanks to my husband, he's really got me into it, and I'm hooked. And fly fishing is something new that I'm not all too familiar with, but looking to get into it some more. So yeah, I'm not sure what else to say about myself.
Well, no, this is great and all. We spend so much time with her and all. We just feel like she is part of the Panhandle Outdoors family. And we just love her from day one. I remember you talking one time you were here talking about as a student at Virginia Tech. A lot of times you were about a couple of y'all were on the conservative Christian kind of people in there.
Yeah.
That was a challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge, especially in the journalism courses, and trying to tailor my storytelling to the outdoors, which a lot of the times have to do with firearms and just being outside and killing things. That's what we do. With our lifestyle. So it was a bit of a challenge. And then writing for the school newspaper, I was an opinions columnist, and I wrote a lot about politics and conservation politics as well. So
and you even got hated on, you said.
got a lot of pushback. Yeah.
But you stuck by your guns.
I did. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
So next year you may bring your husband to the conference? Or?
Oh, he'll be here next year. Absolutely. He said he would be too. So I'm coming with you next year.
What is coming once a year, like you've been so faithful coming to see Oprah? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this organization, people? Words can almost not even describe it. CIOPA has had such an impact on me in so many positive ways, from the connections to the opportunities for my career to just the family, like we're just talking about, and it's just I don't even know what to say. My heart is just so full every time that I leave a CIOPA conference, and stay in touch with my friends in many different ways, but it's so impactful, like I said, in so many ways. I don't know what else to say. It's just that awesome. I look forward to it so much every year. It's my favorite thing to do every year, and it's just come and enjoy the camaraderie and the company and the outdoor activities, and just and then go back and be able to tell stories about it all. So. Well, our outdoors are in good hands with people like this, and I just feel so good. And then she just we love her. Okay, you have a safe trip back home.
Absolutely, you too.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna show Emily working.
The condition, our next tour will be leaving in about a couple minutes.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.